this would actually make for a decent shot. Anyways, hello to the camera, to the ether. I've come to realize that it's much more fun doing things half done than not doing them at all because of perfection and the idea of it not being exactly what you want it to be stopping you. See, that's the issue with a large dream, right? It's so inquantifiably complex and multifaceted that every time that you attempt to bring it into reality, it looks like a fraction of what it should be, or rather, what you think it should be. The ideal, your thing that you strive for. So the fact that it's a fraction often dissuades you, demotivates you into thinking that any of your efforts are worthless. Like me sitting and recording this video in what I don't think is great angles or a setup, or I don't even know if it's going to be well edited. But I know that I'm going to do this because I feel like if I go at it long enough with the natural flow of the work, I'll actually pick up the things that I want to pick up. At this moment, I am a little distracted for the possibility that it's not recording at all, or if the audio is not getting captured, so I'm gonna just cut back out. Well, hello, I am back, but I think the angle is gonna be a bit different because I just noticed that my head's too big for the frame. Also the fact that it's at 1x zoom, which I don't even understand what 1x zoom means. In that, I don't know how it translates to the physical system of what captures the image, but all of it is a level of abstraction that we've become used to. Whatever we speak, whatever we program, all of it is divided into code. In that, we're trying to take these experiences and then shove them into general language. And the general language that you end up reading, that you end up seeing, that gives you an interpretation of what it could be, not the exact picture. And 1x zoom is perhaps an interpretation, or 5x zoom is an interpretation of what it feels like rather than what it actually is. But then what it actually is also a subjective thing. There is no objective reality because of the fact that our biases are inherently involved in everything that we think about. But I digress. The idea is to say fuck it and do whatever you think is the right move. And if you make enough of those decisions to take the calls based on your own instincts rather than some kind of external dictate, if nothing else, you'll at least find that you're living with your own rhythm and not marching to the tune of someone else's band. That you are creating the music to which you dance to, and that perhaps makes the process all the more meaningful, because you are the contributor of your own salvation, in a sense. You're the contributor of your own meaning. And perhaps the fact that it's some form of reassurance that you can trust yourself, that there is nothing to do in this life but to trust yourself, because you have no one at the end of the day except for yourself. Which is not to say that don't collaborate, do not alienate yourself from people. It is known that at the end of the day when you go to bed, there is only one person with you, and that's the person inside of your head. Perhaps if you're able to trust that person, things will be a lot better. Anyways, good night to you, to the camera, and to the ether, and guys whenever you watch this.